How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Homie G, and I'm back. All right, so this video is for all the little homies who have just received news that they got accepted to college. Congratulations. Great job, little homies. This is an important day for you. If you've gotten that notification from a college, and especially if it's of a college of your number one choice, the college you wanted to go to, and you got accepted, good job. You did great. Your parents are going to be super happy, and so should you. But, like anything, you have to remember that this is just step one of your future, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, many students who get accepted to college don't even show up to college the very first day, okay? They skip out. Something happens in between the time from their junior year to the time they could start day one. In between that year, they something happens and they don't end up showing up to college. Okay, so what could happen? I'll tell you right now, when I was coming up, a lot of things were going through my mind. Okay, I was going to go to UC Santa Barbara from San Jose. Now, Santa Barbara and San Jose, two different cities. Okay, the demographics are very different. The people in Santa Barbara are not like the people in the Bay Area. So, number one, culture shock. Okay, got in my mind. Am I going to be having friends that are like me, that are from an urban area, that are from the hood, that are from the barrio, or whatever? And I know Santa Barbara, UC Santa Barbara did not. It was mostly a majority white campus. So that culture shock didn't set in, of course, until I showed up and I saw for myself. Oh my God, yeah, this is not Kansas anymore, Toto. Okay, so you get my point. So culture shock fear sets in, the fear of being away from your family, the fear of being away from your friends. All those things start to kind of add up. And for some kids, for some little homies, it's too much. I got to tell you though, you got to face your fears. You got to set foot on that campus. You got to give it a shot, okay? And yes, you're going to have culture shock if you're from the hood, if you're from the barrios, and you got accepted to college. And it's a college that's not demographically diverse, very diverse for whatever reason, a Harvard, a UC in California, or private schools. So there's going to be a lot of culture shock, my little homies, but you got to face your fears. You got to go through with it. Now, what else can play into little homies' minds and get them to regret, or getting them to doubt whether or not they should even show up to the four-year college? Well, how about the homies who are going to start hating for calling you? They're going to call you out for being a nerd, or they're going to call you out for having gone accept, and then they're going to call you college boy, or they're going to call you, future professor or something like that. And even the friends that you're kicking it with might turn around, and just because they're going to miss you, they just won't come out and say, I'm going to miss my homie. Some of them might just start teasing you about it, and start making you feel guilty that you're leaving the hood and quote unquote selling out, right? Because you're stepping up, you're going up in life. But you got to dismiss that, because you're going to have that throughout the rest of your life. You're going to have people while you're on the come up, coming at you, trying to bring you back down to their level. And so friends are going to do that in high school, okay? Especially if you're tight knit with some of these homies that are from your street, that are from your school. They might tease you. Your family, that's a big one. I talk about this in my book, Success for Minority Teens. Sometimes your family can be an enemy of sorts. They'll tell you, but what will you do in college without me? Maybe the mom, right? Your mom. Who's going to cook for you? Who's going to do this for you? Why don't you just stay local? Why don't you just go to a junior college? At least here we can keep an eye on you. And that's unfortunately happens in a lot of Latino families, and it happens in a lot of other families. But we're close knit and we're family oriented, but you got to go. You got to tell your mom, or whoever is pushing back on you, moms, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do this for myself, and you're still gonna be there for me. I'm just gonna be a phone call away, a FaceTime away, whatever. So don't worry, I'll be all right. A lot of parents that are close with you are going to want you to stay local, and they're gonna be kind of happy that you got accepted to your school of choice. And if it's far, they might be a little happy, but inside they're like, oh, there goes my baby, he's going off to college. I wish he wouldn't. So you just got to keep doing it. So those are some things that can hold you back from starting day one in college. And I'll talk in another video about what's going to happen when you're in college, and what are going to be some of your challenges while you're there, in terms of you actually completing your education, the whole 4 or 5 years. Okay, so a lot of minority kids enter college, but they drop out in like a year. And there's a lot of statistics showing that and proving that there's a huge, it's called an attrition rate, and it's not a good one for us. So I'll talk about that in another video though. All right, congrats my little homies, keep it up, and remember what I said, you just got to face your fears and do what you got to do. Focus on you. This is your time. Peace.